Hello, everybody. Welcome to U.S. History 1301, Tarrant County. I'm your instructor, Joseph Johnson. I am an adjunct here at Tarrant County. Been adjuncting with Tarrant County for about, I don't know, more than 5 years, almost 7, 8. I don't recall. I've been also teaching at Odessa College. I'm the associate department chair over there for about 5 years. So I've been over here at Odessa College for 5 years. So you're seeing what kind of is like the home splash page. This will be the video. Hopefully everything will be okay on that. And I do have a limited amount of time. So the number up there that you see right here is going to change depending on your class, but a little bit of just navigation and expectations. So obviously this is not what you are seeing. I can do a student preview, but the modules shouldn't be open, or assignments shouldn't be open. I want to look at those in a little bit more detail. So the first little tab on the far left is going to be the syllabus. This is going to have a lot of information in there, a little bit about me, a little bit about the course, expectations of the course and the outcomes, how your assignments are broken down, the major due dates, major important dates, how the modules are broken up as well as attendance and technology requirements and Title IX information. I am a Title IX reporter, and so if you need more information about that, please refer to your student handbook or that little piece right there. Technology requirements, you are going to be using Respondus Lockdown in here, so you will need probably a laptop or a tablet. I do believe iPad tablets are allowed on Respondus, but don't quote me on that. You can give it a shot, but more than likely you'll need a tablet. A computer desktop or a laptop. Plagiarism and academic dishonesty. Obviously, plagiarism can result in a 0 for the item, as well as any academic dishonesty as well, such as cheating, using violating the terms and agreements on any of the respondent stuff, cheating that way, and of course using AI. I have a zero AI policy. AI is not usable in any of this stuff. I would rather you give me your own work, even if it's flawed and imperfect, than AI's very shallow analysis, because that's what we're developing here. We're developing your critical thinking and analytical skills in history. That's one of the core items that you'll be taking away from this class that you'll be able to apply to other fields and other concepts. So the AI, no generative AI is allowed. And so with that said, if you do one of your essays and it gets flagged by Turnitin, we use Turnitin. That is the be all end all say all things on that one. You might be able to check to see if it's like, oh, am I going to get flagged if I go through like GPT 0 or something along those lines? That doesn't matter. It's about whether or not Turnitin is going to flag it. So if it's flagged relatively high, usually it's in the higher end of that, definitely over 50, maybe over 60, 70%, definitely over those. I'll give you a screenshot of the accusation that Turnitin provided and give you one chance to redo it as well. And with that said, I won't actually take off any late penalties if you have to redo it, but you only get the one chance. So with that said, that's kind of a thing on that one. Technology outage failures. Make sure you have some sort of idea on how to back that up. Because sometimes I understand what Wi-Fi goes down and things like that. Do communicate with me. I will work with you on certain things. I also need proof. So if you're sick or something along those lines, if a family member passes away, I need some sort of documentations so that I can give you the leniency that you deserve and need in those trying times. All right. My office hours, I will be on Microsoft Teams on certain days. I will try to have scheduled online office hours here for you, but most of the time, just contact me. We could set up an appointment when we're both available. I'd rather have that than say a set time, because I don't want you to feel pressure to like, oh, I can only talk to them on Mondays at like 3 to 4 or something like that. I'm usually available to you when I can be. And being an associate chair here, my availability may change, flip. I have meetings, things like that. And I can't always keep up with that and let you know. So communicate with me. There's my email address, by the way, joseph.johnson at Odessa at tccd.edu. And of course, you can communicate me through Canvas. I do check Canvas periodically, usually every day if I am lucky. But expect a 24 hours time window. So if you email me on Monday at like 8 p.m., I'll try to reply to you by Tuesday, 8 p.m. I usually try to reply sooner, but usually if it's late in the evening, I probably won't be able to get back to you. Or really, really early in the morning, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I can't really get back to you on that one if I'm asleep. On the weekends and college holidays and what have you, I will be available, usually through email, but do give me a little bit more leeway as I expect. Same for you, 48 hours on those things at the very least. Sound good? We're using American Yelp as your textbook. All your modules will have those in there. Of course, these are assignment due dates and things along those lines, major assignment due dates there. Drops and late policies, what have you. I take 5% each day that it's late as well. And of course, written assignments will give 2 temps on the plagiarism. So yeah, on that one. Your midterm and final will be multiple choice type of final and midterm that are going to be found around module 9 and at the end of the term. Quizzes, you'll have at least one of those for each module. Discussion board for the majority of the modules with some essays sprinkled throughout. On some modules, whenever you have a essay, you probably won't have a discussion board. But you can double check that with your modules. Let's go ahead and take a look at those modules. Of course, there's the division on how that's all set up. We're going to collapse all that real quick. If it collapses, there we go. I said collapse all. Thank you. So you'll have module 00. That's going to be your start here. That's going to have some information and what have you, as well as some online etiquette, AI use, an introduction of yourself. I want to know about you a little bit. And then the module 01. These 2 items are due on the first day, as you can tell, August 22nd, first week. And there you go. You got your historian craft and whatnot. That's part of the Tarrant County design. Then it goes on and we'll have like a module a week for the 16 weeks. If you're in my 8-week class, you'll have at least 2 modules a week. So module 1 and 2 will be due on the first week. So make sure you're paying attention to these due dates. Make sure you're paying attention to all of this. If you don't plan, you'll still get docked. So your poor planning is not an excuse. So make sure you keep an eye on those things and try to get your items in. All right. So you'll have discussion boards and quizzes and whatnot, and then essays as well. Quizzes are going to be respondus lockdown, and they're going to be timed, and they're going to pull from a series of questions. And then you have your essays, which are going to be a 400-word essay using one of the primary sources from the module. And I give you some identification questions to answer and what have you. These will be analyzed by Turnitin for AI and plagiarism. Now, where are you going to get that? Where are you going to get your readings? Well, that's going to be the lesson here. That will take you to the embedded chapter, which they'll have a little video. This is a Tarrant County short little introduction video here. But you'll have your readings right here. This is all embedded. Drop down, there's a section right there. And if you go to AmericanYelp.com, same thing, same stuff. Except for this is edition 1. We're using edition 1. They recently came out with an edition 2 literally this month. But if you notice, there's a primary source tab way down here. These are the primary sources that you need to click on and then pick one for that reading. You need to identify it and you need to cite it. How do you cite it? Well, there's citations actually right down here at the bottom of each primary source. There's a citation. So you'll pick one of these, you'll cite it appropriately in your work, you'll write it and you'll analyze it in about 400 words, and you'll or more, and you can use your textbook as well. Just pull from the textbook. Textbook is a tertiary source, so treat that as common knowledge. Don't worry about citing your textbook in this case, but I need a quote or two from that primary source, and you to analyze that, to think about that. What else? Quizzes, we already talked about that. Discussion boards. So discussion boards, you're going to have to you're going to have to reply to at least two students on the discussion boards going forward. There's some that require some specialization. I think there may be one that may be requiring a video. If you have a problem with that, please let me know. Talk to me about that. But these discussion boards were created by Tarrant County as well. The essays were kind of created by me, so hopefully you'll like one over the other. Midterm, which is found in the 9 and final. These are not essays. There's no big final essay or anything like that, but you have a midterm assignment. You'll click on that. It will be respondus. It's worth 100 points, 2 points each and whatnot. 50 multiple choice questions. Let me take a look. I do believe your final is 100 multiple choice questions, 2 points each. So they're actually a little bit more. 200 points. So your final is going to be more because it's cumulative. Your midterm is everything from module 9 past. So yeah, hopefully that explains a lot of stuff here. You're going to be mainly just sitting around in the module section. You can look at your grades. You can sort your grades. You can talk to me about any type of grade discrepancy, lockdown and whatnot here, and outcomes. You also have tutoring. You have a tutoring tab. Can I move my character? Hey, hi, I'm moving over here. There you go. You have a tutoring tab and other things in here that you can utilize that will help. And announcements are also going to be here. I'm going to announce things like when certain items are due or when we're done with a module and things along those lines. I'm still developing those, as well as other policies. Right now I have attendance policy. And even though we're an online class, I do have to take attendance. And so I'm going to take attendance based upon your ability to turn in the items timely. So if you turn in all your items on time, you get full attendance. If you turn some of your items in, but not of them, you're going to be counted as late. And if you don't turn in any of them, but you turn them in late, you're still going to be counted as absent. So all on time, you're here. Not all of them on time. Some of them are on time. You're late. None of them on time. None of them turned in. You're absent. Make sense? Hopefully. So yeah. Well, I've been Joseph Johnston. I hope you enjoy this class. Let me know. I'm going to be available via email, messages, and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy it and what have you. I will see you guys next time. Take care. I'm here for you. I'm one of your resources. Please reach out to me. Please talk to me. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.